Seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
In quite heavily for this, and it might cause a bit of a conflict. Miracle already wants to start with the static link. He'll do it over on Illidan. Now Moon, he is right on top of that rune. Now who's going to be grabbing? And he gets a two-man crush, and it does go to Slaughter as well as a tiny bit. Moon, can he get out of this one? Quick, get him alive. FNG's actually down for the count. There's a quick salve coming in, which was
so
burnt
much damage on
Slaughter,
Miracle,
but they just keep fighting through. He's stolen 21 extra points of damage.
He's got the move speed now.
There's no soul assumption, and there's that move speed. You'd say kicking him. He's at a 13 life. It's a lucky number for him right now, running further and further away, but it's not lucky enough. The Razor will pick up one of the kills.
Using pretty much all of your mana and your last hit potential just to go for that kill.
They're about to have a crack. With the crush on Doom, they're going to keep him out and then into the sprint. Fly does still have Shallow Grave, and that's why FNG has to do this block. There's no crush available, even with the 5-6 charges. Fly, okay, there is a level death. That'll give you a can.
Monkey Business just sets the pace so fast with how well they do in the lane.
Relocate coming up towards the top lane. It's going to bring in No-Tail, looking for Illidan. Not the perfect avalanche, just hoping to hit Lil as well. That means Crit and No-Tail will be going back down the bottom lane.
So beautiful about the combination because they just do a surprise gank. Don't even lose the tower at bottom because here they are again.
But God is using the Fog of War perfectly. Makes it so this ulti of Race doesn't achieve anything. In fact, he's coming over just to look at the Ancients as well, to check and see what's going on.
G's got to be careful. He actually doesn't have Meld quite yet, but he's banking on Miracle not actually fighting this, but Miracle, so much damage!
Oh my! The Tombstone, FNG did not have Soul Rip. Miracle will still die here, however, with the road.
Immediately, maybe force some inopportune dooms by Illidan. You could kind of get away with that this game.
Oh, FNG. So much damage. The last attack from Crit's gonna...
It really cuts the effectiveness of the hero a lot. So most of the time you want to be able to soak up XP in one lane and then use the birds to kind of just...
No-Tail, he has that blink. Avalanche tosses in, and that Templar Assassin just disappears. FNG's also out a little bit too far. All the balls connecting apart from one, and that might just be, okay, it was two. And two is enough to slap him down. The Tombstone will also be brought down. No one dying to heal it up. You've lost your Visage. Visage actually died back behind the tier 2 tower. That's how far out he was. And Phobos, if he runs east, he's there. Oh, he ran in. The Avalanche and Toss will still be there, and Phobos will end up dropping. No. They trigger the dust very late after his death, but it's still
struggled with this early on. Pace that Monkey Business kind of lay on top of you. So dangerous. So difficult.
No-Tail's about to jump himself in, looking for the big avalanche. Catches out 3 heroes. The flash field's in there too. It's not there just yet by Slaughter. Now Will on the Templar Assassin, but the Tombstone is down. They cannot deal with it. The Tomb is on the Razor with no ultimate available. They leave Shallow Grave on Slaughter, but Miracle is just so damn low.
Miracle's not
going
to
heal in
survive.
1 second time. There's the heal, and it buys him just enough time to survive. But you've still lost the Tiny who bought back. The Wisp and Slaughter ended up dropping, and No-Tail, he's just hunting after Illidan. The top
he's got the
with
damage.
A punch is going to be enough to get the kill on the Doombringer. And FNG and God, they've abandoned Roshan, while Broodmother, he chased after the Dazzle, who could not keep up with No-Tail. No-Tail's back up with his mana. Got himself that combo. And you can see God going in for the Ancients. He's just waiting here with the Observe Ward up, watching the rotations. I'm just saying they're not doing Roshan anymore.
I think they're just hoping to bait out No-Tail, but they're gonna go for it.
With the Plasma Field, that's a lot of damage. One more punch. 19 life on God. He's still on the run out of here. Miracle. He needs the movement speed, and he got a haste rune. The Wisp will relocate in with the Spirits. Able to find the pickoff.
It's like an 8-minute engagement. Both teams just battling it out. Neither side really wants to give up anything. Moon Meander here too. They could go for this Roshan. Damage is pretty low, but with the amplified damage, it might make it easier for them, but at the same time, everyone from VP is ready, but No-Tail
going after the kills instead. I think they're more concerned about what Phobos is going to be up to.
DK Phobos has had just such a good game. He had a triple kill there. He almost has that Orchid available with the phase boots. Monkey's just going to walk straight back in.
Dangerous, man. They don't have a sentry down for the Radiant side. They have Dust, but they don't have a sentry.
They've got a bird in here and a lot of spiders, but I don't actually think...
And No-Tail, he just doesn't care. He jumps up after Lil with the Wiz coming up with the Spirits. They're going to find the kill and the follow-up.
They could get Illidan here too.
They're going to find Illidan. He'll get the Doom off on Crit, but it's a support only. FNG wants to help out. The Tombstone is dropped. Miracle will quickly mop this up, and Crit, the Shallow Grave will try and keep him alive. They have to get these spiders off him. He needs a couple of seconds longer, and he just does not have it.
If they could get G here, though, this would be such a good trade for them.
The Avalanche toss, they've got it, man. Templar Assassin is down. The Doom is down. The advantage is they're so low, they just keep on respawning, but man, this Templar Assassin is 0 for 4. There's no momentum whatsoever coming in for God.
I mean, the speed that Monkey Business is playing at is just so fast. They immediately lose 3 heroes. No Tail buys back. He thinks to himself, okay, we'll just continue the fight. It's whatever. The relocate comes in, and then all of a sudden,
Tower is
You
under
think you
attack.
are, so you just go for it. Middle lane, looks like Illidan, the blink, crush, the relocate's coming in as well, and Illidan, he gets brought down with the avalanche toss! Oh my! The Sarge undying! They just disintegrate. What a play by Monkeys. They are just moving perfectly across this map. They are baiting VP into the fights, or taking the best chances they can find. A small advantage, and now they're even buying
she's gonna
God
get caught
as
too.
well. The Observe Ward was over in the dire jungle. There's
1
your
second for
avalanche
the
from
refract.
Notel. He just waits it out, but it's going to be too long. They're taking out the towers anyway. Brood to take out the bottom, and the rest of Monkeys.
anticipate taking that fight. You kind of have to think to yourself, yeah, it's only 2 heroes that we see right now, but it could potentially be 5 instantly.
Yep. Miracle, trouble for him at the moment.
And this is
But
what
here
we're talking
comes the
about.
Slaughter,
Where's
the
the
big
team?
crutch. He called out 3, the relocate coming from behind with the avalanche toss. They can actually bring down with the cleave 3 of the heroes. VPs, this is not the dream right now. They're gonna lose Phobos as well. The sole survivor is God. Up on the top lane, probably about to try and push out that top lane, so at least he does.
Even though not a lot of teams do, it's just about setting the tempo, controlling the mid game, controlling the jungle, and they're here as 5.
Miracle.
Is Miracle really the target you want to go on though?
No, he's not. They doom up, and it's a 3-man crush from Moon. The relocate will allow them to disengage. And, well, Notal wants them to group up. You could throw down sentries all you want. The obs are down as well, but Tiny's ready to jump in probably 2, 1. Okay, he just goes in with the avalanche toss and Moon to follow up. Illidan's completely crushed up and controlled. And it doesn't even matter if you get a Doom target off. They've lost 2, they've lost 3. They're going to lose God. They may actually lose even more than this. The Doombringer was able to get himself in the tree lines. They've lost the game. It's 27-7 is the end score as Monkey setting one hell of a pace here at MLG.
More than a kill a minute so far for them. I mean, it's just so hard to keep up with that kind of style where behind early, and Monkey Business, they just choke you out. They don't really allow you opportunities to get back into the game. They're never going to split up on the map. We saw early on in the tournament where they played against EG, and you saw that moment where Crit was like that. That was like the one time I saw one of their individual players get caught off.
Yep.
But for the most part, I mean, they just move together as a unit so well. Everyone's always there to back themselves up. Every single time they took a fight, at worst it was 3v5 with a Tiny Wisp ready to come in.